Hey, welcome back, and this is season 2. So in this one we'll specifically stick to texturing this model. So first thing I have to mention is I actually changed the texture of the ground. I remember I was putting, if you remember in the last video, I was putting the stony ground, but now I've actually changed it to a tar. I hope you like it. Well, I like it. So, well, yeah. Otherwise, let's jump right in. So, let's just go to this and select this part of the shoe. So, here, create something new. I actually got a texture of the denim material. So, this is actually nice. It's free. You can actually go check for it on Polygon. But I would also advise you to pay for textures, which you get even better textures than just the free ones. And I also want to thank Polygon for their hard work and the textures. What I'm going to do is I'll just load all of them. So let me just do this. I'll start with this one. So that's the color. Then I also get let's get the glossiness. Let's drop this here, and let's get the displacement. Let's drop it here, and also the normal. So I'll just drag this and drop it in here. So I'll arrange these properly as we go. So let's start. Hold down Control and then T on the keyboard, and then click on one of the textures. So you get this. Oops, this is not supposed to happen. There's just supposed to be one texture coordinate. Let me just zoom in. We are only supposed to have one texture coordinate, and this line passing behind here is not supposed to be there. So it's supposed to be like this. Alternatively, you can just search for them and then just put them there. And the other thing is, from texture coordinate, instead I'm getting the camera. That is the one that is going to the vector here. Okay, so let me just zoom out. Select these two. Let's drag them this side, because I also want to drag the rest. Oops, this is not supposed to be there. All right, so we'll start with this one. So let's zoom in. In fact, before I go too far, so apart from the color here, the color texture, the rest of this, the glossiness is supposed to be non-color here, and also the fabric displacement non-color, and also the normal map. So let's start first with this one. For this one, bring in a curve, bring in the RGB curve. Let's drop it here, and let's plug this to the color, and let's make something like this, an S of a sort, and then let's plug it into our material here. So if you actually come close here, you will notice there's a denim fabric here. All right, so we'll leave the color like that. Let's go to the glossiness. So this is what tells how this material wraps around this mesh. So we'll plug this into this one, make sure it's non-color here, and this actually goes to the specular. So notice we have that, but we want to have more control over it. So it's non-colored, so it's like black and white material. One thing I would need you to do is go to Edit, Preferences, and then search for the Node Wrangler, this one, enable this add-on, cancel this, and let's bring in a color ramp. Bring in the color ramp and put it there. And now notice this. If you hold down Control and Shift on the keyboard, you actually get this. So you actually get this viewer node here, which shows you directly what this is actually doing. So for this one, you can actually just bring this here and then just bring this just a little bit so that, oops, too much. So here let's make it 0.07. Oh, 0.017, my bad. Okay, so let's make it that. And now let's take it back here. So hold down Control and Shift and click this to take it back. So I have that, but now I've lost control over the specular. So what I want is a bit of some control over it. So let's use a math node and then just drop it there and change this to multiply and make this 0.3. So that is okay. And let's move down. So let's go to the displacement. So before we start plugging it in, remember, let's get the value. So it needs to know how to wrap around the mesh here. And let's just zoom in. So displacement will go better if we plug it into the normal. Look at this. There will be some change, but very minimal. So if we want to see more change, let's just put in the bump. So this bump, the color from the bump goes into the height. All right, so now we can see some something happening there, and we still have this normal map. So we need to plug in the normal map into the bump, but for us to plug it in here, we'll need something in between here, which is a normal map. So let me just move this here and let's search for a normal map and then drop it there. All right, and that's it for that's every node that we need for the denim texture here. So now to put it all everywhere here to all these materials, so what I'm going to do is select everything here and then copy, Control C, copy this, and then select the tongue here, push new, select this that is here, and then just delete this and Control V on the keyboard to paste whatever you had in there here. That's what we're going to do even this side. All right, so that's it, and we are done with the denim material. In the next video, I'll show you how we can add some more textures here and at the back there. All right, and save.